the NASDAQ, APCO Oil and Gas International, APAGF. Big crowd at the Motorola Post. Let's get to Bob.
Ken, thanks very much, Mark. Here's the important thing here. We're still waiting for MMI to open, and you know we're splitting into two different companies. That's Motorola here. First, there's going to be a consumer company. That's Motorola Mobility. The symbol MMI. Still waiting for that to open right now. The important thing is think cell phones, think other things like set-top boxes, all the consumer part of Motorola here. The good news for this part of the company, those Android phones, they've been terrific. Sales have been excellent. The company's really recovering. The other part of the company, which is the professional division, Motorola Solutions, symbol is MSI. That stock just opened here, $37.15, down 33 cents, it looks like. And of course, this is the end that's going to sell police scanners, for example, the professional end. They're selling to government agencies as well as corporations here. Now, the story here is very simple. There's such a big part of the government sales that it's the problem with the company is it's not clear how much growth there's going to be because it's very hard to project what kind of government demand there's going to be. So we're still waiting for that part of the business to open up. The other thing here that's important, Aaron, is we have seen today precious metals down rather notably. A lot of talk about whether or not there's an allocation going into stocks out of precious metals. Let's go to Aaron, who's got the CEO with her.
All right, well, thank you very much, Bob Bassani. Sorry, I got my mics and papers and everything. Sanjay is with me, CEO of Motorola Mobility, and nice to see you.
Very nice to see you.
We have a big crowd here, and it looks like the stock's going to open somewhere around $31, which is about where it looked in the when-issued market.
That's right. Well, I think we have to do the best we can. We don't care about when the stock opens, but I think the future in front of us is very, very bright.
And let's talk about that future, because, it used to be, Motorola, those were the hot phones. Those were the ones everyone had to have. Obviously, now we've got things like BlackBerry as the torch, but really it's the iPhone market. It's become an iPhone world.
And a Droid market. Motorola Droid has done extremely well. We launched 23 products in the marketplace in 2010. We're headed from here to CES. We'll launch our new devices, a bunch of very exciting devices coming out. The market, the smartphone market is growing so rapidly. We're very excited to be participating in that marketplace.
Are you going to be number one again?
Well, we hope to be number one at some point. I think our objective right now is to deliver good value to the shareholders. And I really actually want to take this opportunity to thank all the employees who have made this possible for us to be an independent company over the last 2 years. I think we've done an amazing job of turning around the company. And the next step, of course, is to go and grow this company and challenge all the big players in the marketplace and get a fair share of the market.
You mentioned the Consumer Electronics Show, and there's expectation you're going to roll out a tablet. Obviously, now we keep hearing about the iPad and the Samsung Galaxy, which in other parts around the world is even more popular. What are you going to show us?
Well, we'll show you a bunch of exciting devices. You should come to our press conference tomorrow night.
Oh, so you're not going to tell me if you have a tablet?
Oh, look, I think what I've said is that I'll introduce a tablet in the early part of 2011. I can't tell you what I'll do at CES.
How early it is, but sometimes soon. All right, now what about where your company is right now? Because Joel Abramowitz, analyst at Blaylock, was on CNBC last week, and he said the mobility assets, yours, Sanjay, are the most valuable part of the company, and he said, quote, it's a phenomenal acquisition target.
I think what we have to do is execute on our strategy, and I think we'll create shareholder value. An acquisition is something that may or may not occur. I really don't spend time on it. I think about what products I have to introduce, how we have to execute in our roadmap. And I think if we do that, I think we'll be a very successful company.
John Ford has a question. John?
Hi, Sanjay. One of the things analysts have been talking about recently is competition on Verizon, particularly in the first half of the year. Maybe you having to spend more of your own marketing dollars to get droids out there and even differentiate. How do you see the environment shaping up in the first and maybe even the second quarter?
The first quarter, what we have said is that we will break even as an organization. There is certainly a new competitive dynamic developing at Verizon. And what we're trying to do is diversify ourselves by delivering products, first of all, at Verizon, new and exciting products. Secondly, making sure that we launch products at AT&T and other customers. And of course, tablet is a great opportunity for us to grow. And we're also focused on growing in China and Latin America. All these growth opportunities certainly make up for what we see as much more intense competitive dynamic in our marketplace.
And one question a lot of people have, and this comes up anytime you do a search on Sanjay Jha, compensation.
Yes.
2008, highest paid CEO in America, $104 million, 104.8, I guess. I know a lot of that was stock options. You took a pay cut last year. You're going to get some contingency stock as part of this deal. How much money are you going to make?
I don't know. I think it'll depend on what my shareholders do, because 80%, 90% of my compensation is based on the performance of the stock. If the stock does extremely well, I get rewarded, and I think that's a fair way to compensate CEOs, and I'm very happy, and of course my board is very happy about it.
All right. Sanjay, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Sanjay Jha, we said, CEO of Motorola Mobility Trade. And let's get to Bob Pisani, who's over by the Post. And Bob, you've got a full trade now, right?
Actually, we're right behind you here. Yes, and both of them have now opened. MMI, of course, which is Motorola Mobility. Just talked to the CEO. Trading right now at $32.49. That's up $2.25. Remember, it had been trading on a when-issue basis for several weeks prior to that. And we also had, of course, the professional division. Now, Motorola Solutions, MSI, also trading down a little bit, 27 cents, $37.21. Let's go to Michelle Caruso, who's standing by at the real-time exchange.
Yes, we've got the heat map, Bob, so we can show you what the market's doing here in these